Being told you had potential ruined you. They said that to you, and it created a cage. The praise felt good, but it taught you one thing without you noticing, and that is to keep the potential safe and never use it, never put it to the test. And that lesson is why often the smartest people in the room is the one that does the least. And here is how this traps you and what you can do about it to get out. So probably early in your life, an adult said to you. They said you had so much potential. And you believed them, and you became the kid who could do anything in the future. Now you need to look at what the praise paid you for. And it paid you for the chance that you might before you ever made a thing. Their reward came up front. And here is the trap inside that. The chance only looks big while you leave it alone. Because the moment you try, it turns into a real result, and a real result is never as big as the dream. So you learn to keep the dream safe. You pick the moves that protect it, and you skip the ones that test it. Now, bit by bit, the praise builds a perfect version of you that stays perfect because you never test it, basically. And I call this the untested version. Now, the potential you protect is potential you never use. Here is how that feels from the inside. So outside, you look fine. You are quick, you are capable. People still say it about you. And the problem is that inside, you carry a private number. And that number is the gap between what they said you could do and what you have actually done. And this grows every year. And you feel it in the small moments. Someone asks you, what are you working on? And you describe a plan instead of describing something you are actually doing in the moment. You start a real project and then stop right before anyone could see it. Every time you almost start and then stop, you feel a little relief because the dream is still safe. Then the relief fades and the gap is a little bigger. It feels like who you are, but it's only a habit that praise taught you, and you can break it like any habit. Now, the potential only feels safe while you save it, and you saved it. But a thing you never use is a thing you never really had. The praise gave you a fortune, and it also taught you to not spend it. So you need to do the opposite of what the praise taught. You need to stop saving your potential and start using it. You need to trade the safe dream for a real result. You need to find out what you can actually do when you try. And you need to do this even if the result is not as big as the dream. But the good thing about this is that you can actually build over that. You cannot build anything real from a dream and a mental image of the potential you have. Now, in the moment, it will feel like a loss, and that is fine. You give up being the person who could do anything, and you become the person who actually did one real thing. And what you get back is proof. Something real you made that people can see. So you need to start now. You will pick up the thing that you protect the most. Maybe it's a project, whatever. And you will cut it down until one piece fits in the next hour. And you will do that piece somewhere when other people can see it, so you can get feedback. And you will take whatever comes back as proof. And then you will use a little bit more tomorrow. Because potential grows only when you use it, and it shrunk every year you saved it. It's just the same. Now, here is something important to close this video. The praise was real, and so is the way out. So they were not lying. You probably did have the potential, and you have it now. Their mistake was teaching you to treasure your potential instead of using it. So you spent years guarding a thing that was only worth something once you used it, but you never did. Now, they told you had potential and you turned it into a cage, Now you need to turn it into proof instead. So you will take the thing that you protect the most and use one small piece of it today. And let the result be real. Let the result speak. Because the dream was nice for a long time. But proof is the only version of you that gets to actually grow. So use it. Thank you.